Welcome to Under the Makeup, the podcast where beauty meets brains and glam gets real. I'm your host, Brittany D, pro MUA educator and your behind the scenes bestie in all things beauty, business, and boldness. Now, on to this week's episode. Hey everybody, welcome to Under the Makeup podcast. I am your host, Brittany D. Welcome back. It's been a bit of a whirlwind on my end in my family. There's a lot of things going on. A death in my family. My cousin died from cancer. So please, before we start, please take the time out to pray peace over my family. While we work out the kinks and you know how that goes. If you had death in your family and then you're trying to gather your feelings, gather your mental space, and try to plan and be with family that are coming from different areas of the world. It it is very heavy, and so that's what we're dealing with right now. And so this is why you guys really haven't seen me on social media as much this week. It was very heavy. I will go with that. So please pray for peace over my family. And yeah, let's jump into episode 7. So, episode 7 is the glow up blueprint. Small changes, big impact. Let's get into it. So, when we hear the word glow up, most of us picture a dramatic transformation, the before and after photos, the makeover montage. But the truth is, real glow ups rarely happen overnight. And I know for a fact that as women, we want to see the change happen for us immediately. And it's just not the case. That's not how life works. That's not how any of this works. Like a lot of things aren't immediate. Some things can be a little bit faster than others, but like I said, it isn't immediate. We have to work it, we have to make it become part of our lifestyle. They're built through small intentional changes that stack up over time. So keep in mind that glow up is supposed to be enjoyable throughout the journey that you're on, not something, quick, fast, and in a hurry, even though most times we want to feel that way, we want to be that way, but it's good to be in the moment, to enjoy every shift, to enjoy every step that we take from point A to point B to whatever we want to be, right? To where we ultimately want to become. So last week we talked about the bare face movement and finding confidence in your natural self. Today or tonight we're diving into the everyday shifts in beauty, lifestyle, and mindset that create lasting impacts and make you feel like the best version of yourself. Brittany, what does this have to do with beauty? This has to do with everything about beauty because beauty is so broad and is so much a part of glowing up, of turning old things new, making new shifts, creating a better mindset. So it has everything to do with beauty. Beauty is just not putting on makeup and wearing makeup, etc. Beauty encompasses the makeup, encompasses the appearance, encompasses what you feel internally, where you feel externally. So it encompasses everything. Like I said, beauty is very broad. So let's jump into it. Redefining the globe. Globes aren't just about appearance, like I just stated. They're about energy, presence, and self-care. And once we understand and tap into what other aspects of beauty are there, we're literally going to hone in on it. The more we go deeper into it, the more we talk about it, the more we research it, the more that we fine tune what that looks like to us, it's going to become more enjoyable on this journey of shifting the way that we want to shift. Social media pushes extremes such as surgery, money, designer, everything. Look, let me give you a disclaimer right now. If you are one of those women who loves surgery, who has gone through surgery for personal gain. There's nothing wrong with that. But, a big but, there is a small difference between I'm getting surgery because um, I just want to see this a little bit better or whatever. I want this to be a tad bit better, yada, yada, yada. You just come to your terms that this is how you want to appear, and it's not by all means someone else is enforcing it or you are comparing yourself, etc. And that's forcing you to change who you are when you didn't see anything wrong with you up until that point, right? Now, if you are changing your appearance based off of comparison, when you didn't find fault in anything that was going on with you, and you change, you're like, oh my God, her butt is so big, and I wish my butt was like that. And you always loved your butt to begin with, and now all of a sudden you want to change it. Those are the type of things that you are shifting the way that you want to view yourself. Those are the type of things I'm like, let's work on you because it's not going to change when you get what you think you want. If that makes any sense. And by all means, in comparison, right? In comparison, you are talking negative about yourself, etc. Like those are the type of things I'm talking about. So I'm just putting a disclaimer because I wanted people to be like, well, I'm not watching this because um, I got surgery and she's talking about surgery. So no, I can't link everybody together because some surgeries are necessary and others are more so you are beating yourself up about it because you want to look a certain way. You see, there's a very fine line between the two. So, which is perceived that you need to have or endure in those to feel or be a certain way only. But true glow ups can start with simple shifts. So, if you ever worked out before or did some type of fitness exercise and you went 100, you finally decided to work out. You never worked out a day in your life and be consistent with it. And you finally decided today is the day. I'm going to work out, and every day after this day, I'm going to work out every single day. I'm going to push myself to the limit every single day. My diet is going to change 100% every single day. All the junk food is going to leave, and I won't impart intake on anything, etc. Right? Here's the problem: when you do 100% shifts, full shifts, okay, and you are trying to change at 100%, 9 times out of 10, majority of people will literally regress and they will stop doing things or stop doing what they set out to do 100%, now way lower than 100%, probably lower than how they started in the beginning, right? Or where they were in the beginning. So 100% shifts aren't ideal because 9 times out of 10 you may not stick with it consistently. So, simple small shifts are your best friend. 100%, you're like, well, I'm still doing bad. I'm still intaking bad things as far as like fitness is concerned. So, simple small shifts, right? Have a strategy of what you want to change and when you want to change them. So let's talk about small beauty shifts that elevate you instantly. Encouraged but not limited to the list. Consistent skincare. We talked about skincare the last episode, and I gave you guys a playbook, and I gave you like a basic skin routine, very easy to follow. Um, you can put in more skincare products just for you, or whatever the case may be. Okay, however you want to personalize it for your skin, for your lifestyle, that's on you. However, you want consistent skincare. You want your skin to look a certain way. You have to figure out what your skincare is. Figure out what your skin type is, your skin concerns, and you go from there. But you need to make sure that you are staying on top of your skincare. Your body works with whatever you do with your body. It's that simple. Your body works, your skin works, whatever you do to it. Okay? You do bad, you get bad. You do good, you get good. It's just that. It's black and white. It's very easy to understand, okay? So, but consistency is the killer. So please be consistent with your skincare and you will see the results that you're looking for if you have the proper products for your skin. Key thing. So you want to make sure not limited, but basically you want to make sure you have hydration in your skincare. You want to make sure you are cleansing your face off. Obviously, you would think that that is the norm to say, but some people don't do that. They, like we talked about last episode, they wash with water. I don't know how you do that, but there's still debris on your face. So if you are one of those people, stop doing that. So SPF, because you don't want to walk around with sunspots on your skin. So if you haven't been using SPF, please use it. Even though the winter is rolling around, you still need sunscreen on your skin. You're still getting hit with any of the outside elements. Okay? You need to protect your skin always, no matter the season. Groomed brows and moisturized lips. Not, let me tell you, groomed brows and moisturized lips goes a long, long, long way. You can hear me out, okay? You don't want to walk around with chapped lips. Maybe ungroomed brows can get you by, but chapped lips says a lot. It stands out. I don't know why. To me, chapped lips stands out more than anything on the face. You don't have any makeup on and your skin is bare, I immediately look at the lips. If your lips is chapped, please don't walk around here with chappy lips. It says a lot. It says a lot about your health and it says a lot of what you're not doing. Okay? You want to make sure you are moisturizing your lips. Please, if you've never did a lip scrub for your lips, do it. You don't have to necessarily purchase a known lip scrub. You can just make one. Get your skincare cleanser and you can get brown sugar or cane sugar. Literally pour some of the skincare with a little bit of the cane or brown sugar and literally go in small circular motions, gentle circular motions on your lips and then gently wipe it off and rinse it off. Rinse your lips off. Night and day, I promise you. And then don't leave your lips bare after you shower or throughout the day. Please moisturize it. Put some not, I was about to say lip ointment. Put some moisturizer on your lips, not lotion. Lotion is not that, not for your lips, okay? Lotion is not for the face either. So put a moisturizing cream on your lips or a lip oil or a lip, what's it called? A lip balm, okay? Something that's going to keep your lips moisturized throughout the day. Please stop walking around with chappy lips. Drink water. That'll be one of the reasons why. Listen, I have kids, not mine. I have kids that I'm a sped teacher by day. And their lips have a ring around, white ring around their lips, baby. Don't be like them, okay? Don't have white rings around their lips. You are older. I expect you to understand that you need some water, okay? Alrighty, so it can also include other health concerns that we won't get into, okay? I don't want to scare you, but at least do the basics. Groomed brows. Baby, if you do not know how to groom your own brows, don't start tonight. Okay? If you don't know what you're doing, don't try to think you know what you're doing. You will scar your brow hairs to the point that your brow hairs may not grow back properly or may not grow back at all. The hair follicle, okay? So please, 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 once a month, once a month should be good, depending on how much hair you got. But once a month, go thread your brows, go wax your brows, save up a couple of dollars to go ahead and do that. I promise you it'll change your life. Okay? But don't walk around with here with bushy brows. Like, I mean, you look unkept. You feel me? So at least take care of the basics. Make sure your lips is intact. Make sure your brows are groomed. Okay? And it elevates your skin, right? It elevates your appearance even without makeup. It elevates you instantly. Okay. You look fresh. You look polished without having makeup on. Moisturized skin, moisturized lips, groomed brows does wonders for bare skin. Okay. All right. I know we joking, but I'm being for real. Simplifying your makeup routine, a polished everyday look enhances without overwhelm. When you have polished makeup routine or an everyday makeup routine, I call it my work uniform, is what I have on my face right now. When I glam my face up, baby, I do not look like this. I have way more makeup than what you see now, but this is what I would call a polished out the door 8 to 10 minute look. Okay, my skin, I have complexion. It's not even like a liquid or a cream product on my face, baby. It is basically powder. It's a balm to powder and a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of like a natural blush. Lip will always set it off. Sometimes I have mascara, sometimes I don't. Nothing on my brows. I just let my brows do the talking, my natural brows, and that's it. That is my everyday work uniform makeup, okay? Which is my everyday makeup. Listen, like I said, for you might be something different. Your everyday makeup routine is very subjective for everybody, right? So whatever that looks like for you, it should be your everyday look or your everyday makeup routine if you choose to wear it every day is very minimal. Everything is minimal. Something to get you quick out the door, but still look presentable and still look polished, right? If that's what you choose to do. Okay, do you have to necessarily wear makeup, or even if you think this is too much makeup, you can dumb it down. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. I don't wear highlighter or nothing like that during the day. It's just something quick, looks polished, looks uniformed and put together, and I'm out the door. Simple. Okay. Investing in one signature beauty item like your go to lip or fragrance. Recently, I just jumped back into fragrance, but more specifically, more on the clean fragrance side. So, not too many parabens, etc. So, I try not to um, go on that route like I used to when I was in college, like high school slash college. I try to be more intentional with the fragrances that I choose and the fragrances that I buy. So I am in love with perfume oils. I love perfume oils. They literally, like, I can still smell it on my skin. I've been wearing this all morning since like five something in the morning. And baby, it's now 6:32 at night and I can still smell me. Like, it smells so good and it works with my body chemistry. I love that. Perfume oils are amazing. They last so long on your skin. It's an oil. So it doesn't only sit on top of your skin, it really seeps into your skin because it's an oil. So I love that so much. And I started getting into pairing perfumes and fragrances and everything, and I pair it with a perfume. And I feel like people say like they have their everyday fragrance. I guess it's an everyday fragrance, but it's something that I always wear literally every day. So if you smell it, you probably know it's me kind of thing. But I love that. And there's a way that I do put on fragrance that I've never put on before, like never, spraying in a certain area before like I'm doing now. So I feel really confident and good about pairing the fragrances and putting it on. All of that combined with the sorry, my husband just came in. All of that combines with the everyday makeup routine, grooming, etc., literally makes me feel good because it's so intentional, right? And the journey I'm on, I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing from here on out as a woman is intentional. Every part of me, every situation I'm dealing with, how I respond, how I react, intentional, right? And checking me to make sure that I'm okay and and everything. It's not being fake or anything like that. It's just you're getting older, And it's time that you get up out the childhood stage, if that makes any sense. Get up out of the teenage, I'm just, letting life go by kind of stage. Everything is intentional for me at this point. So I hope it's for you too. Alrighty, so lifestyle habits that amplify your beauty. This is another list. I'm praying that you are tapping into this. If not, please do so tonight, starting tonight. Sleep. Very simple glow up, very simple glow, but sleep will literally take the glow out of your skin, out of your body, especially out of your skin, okay? Without sleep, you're going to have under eye bags that weren't there before, that never lived there before. Now you got them, okay? Super irritable because you didn't get enough sleep. And you might not think you got enough sleep, but your body will tell you before your mouth will do, right? So please get enough sleep. At least, I mean, it's if you have a newborn, I'm sorry, get sleep when you can. But this is for people or for women who, for mothers too, that don't have infants and newborns. Okay, my daughter is 13 months going on 14 months. So she sleeps more now. So I'm not really, she's been sleeping more for a while now. So I'm going back into the groove of how I used to sleep, right? So please keep in mind that you need at least 4 hours of sleep, at least 4 hours of sleep. If you feel your body conking out, just go to sleep. Whatever you are doing, push it to the next day. That's my best advice. I started doing that myself because I'm a night owl, but baby, when I feel like my body is just giving out, completely giving out, I have no more energy. I can't think straight. My eyes are going down. It's time for me to go to bed. It's time for me to wind down, get my life together because that's important to listen to what your body is trying to say to you and you are neglecting it is a problem. Please wind down. Just wind down and go to sleep. It's okay. Listen to your body. Hydration and nutrition. This is another, not for me because I've been doing it for a while. I do eat pretty healthy. I could be better at how I eat, but for the most part, on average, I do eat pretty healthy. I don't eat any fast food. I don't eat junk 24/7. So if you are in the stage of you're eating teen food, this is what I like to call it, teen food, teen junk food, and all that stuff, and you always gravitate to Skittles, Snickers, and all that stuff. Listen, not saying there's nothing wrong with it because there is something wrong with it, but my thing is moderation, moderation, and explore other foods. You guys, explore healthier junk food. Please, please. I promise you, it will help your skin. It will help your body 10 times over. It will help your body. You will feel so much better. You will think so much better. You will be so much better. I promise you. Leave the junky food and start reading the back of the box of foods and bags and whatever, however it comes, however it's packaged. Start reading the back. Start reading the ingredients. Understand the ingredients. Understand what you're putting inside your body. There'll be a telltale sign. Life is too short. If my cousin's death meant anything to me, life is too short to just intake anything at the age that we're at, right? So please keep in mind that I say this with love, okay? Please try your best to change how you eat and how you drink. It is very important. Very, very important. All you're doing is trying to intake healthier options, but healthier doesn't have to be boring. Like a lot of people like to associate eating healthy, eating boring food like salad and everything. Like that's ignorant. Please don't be ignorant about the way food is supposed to be as far as being healthy. There are very tasty, healthier foods. If If anything, healthier foods has so much flavor because there's nothing that's stopping it from getting the flavor given to you. There's no harsh chemicals. There's no nothing crazy for you to get the food that you want, right? So please understand that healthier foods taste so good. All it is that you just taking out all the toxic stuff, right? Take all the toxic stuff and put in all the stuff you've been putting in that's not toxic and add more stuff to it. I promise you. And if you need help in that area, I got you. But there are so many videos on Instagram, on the internet, etc., free videos, YouTube, etc., that can show you tutorials how to cook healthier. Please look into it. But all this little teen trash food and junk and fast food and yada yada yada, don't make excuses for it. Let's just be more intentional about what we put inside our body and what it's actually doing for us. Is it nutritious or is it just laying there being toxic? Like there's no in the middle. It's one or the other. Okay, so please keep that in mind. I say that with love. Okay, movement, not punishment, but energizing. So like walking, stretching, dancing. You got to come to terms with you. Like if you are not a workout girly, don't be one. Okay, but understand what you love to do because you still have to move your body, right? I am not a gym girl. I do not do gym. I do not do no, I don't do it at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I used to when I was younger. I won't even say used to. I went when I was younger and hated it. I do not like attention. As far as like all eyes on Brittany, I do not like that. I'm already tall. I have hips. I have a booty. I'm pretty. I don't need no more attention than that. Just no. Okay. So when I'm working out, obviously I got on tights. I don't have all these big old baggy clothes to work out. I won't be able to move properly. So I have to wear certain clothes. Not saying my stomach is all out, but I just wear certain clothes in order to work out. And I didn't like showing all of that while I was at the gym. Like all that, all the eyes, I can't do. So instead, I know how I am. So instead, I'm like, forget the gym, forget gym memberships. I'm just going to work out at home. I got dumbbells at home. So we utilize the dumbbells, okay? And I love to dance. I am a dancer at heart. I've been dancing all my life, and I dance to Soca Fitness. So I work out with Soca Fitness, and at the end, I do dumbbells, I do weights, etc. So I'm getting best of both worlds. Another reason why I don't do the gym is because there's no motivation for me. It's not fun to me. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing whenever I'm on some type of equipment. Can't do it. But if that is you and your whole heart is in the gym, go for it. I'm not shutting you down. But what I am telling you is be intentional with what you love to do, what you don't want to do, and move. Have some type of movement. If running is your thing, run. If dancing is your thing, find a dance workout. There are tons for free on the internet, on YouTube. A ton. More than you know. More than you know. Okay? Decluttering your environment. Listen, this right here. For me, the when I see stuff and clutter everywhere, I feel like my brain is just as cluttered. And that's why it ended up that way. I'm like that. I can't walk around with clutter. When I realized what's going on, when I started to get out that funk of whatever is happening, and I start to look around and I see the clutter, and I'm like, how the heck did it get this way? It starts up here for me. So I get to it. I'm like, I strategize. If I need to write what I'm gonna do, etc., I'll write it down. What I've started doing, because I know how I am, I would not say love, but I would try to tackle the entire house in one day. Impossible. I have three small children and a husband who don't pick up after himself. And I'm trying to do it in one day. It's not gonna happen. So instead, I tackled at least 2 to 3 areas per day, right? If I have more time, more free time, and I have the energy, I'll do more. If not, maybe we're going to push the other areas the next day. Okay, but they will get tackled at least by the end of the week. So that's the goal, right? That's my intentions. That's how I know what works in my household. Find what works in your household. If you're like Brittany, I can't organize my space, I can't organize my clutter. Find a friend that can help you. Find a family member that can possibly help you. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and type in how to organize my clutter or whatever to get the answer that you need. Go looking for it. Ask chat how to do it, right? So like I said, if you want the change, you'll look for the change. If that makes any sense. If you want the change, you'll go find it, right? You'll go find exactly what you're looking for. Mindset shifts for a lasting glow up. This should have been the first, but we're going to put it here. Choosing yourself daily. Choosing yourself daily is so important because we have a tendency as women to, especially mothers, to um, literally do for everybody else and literally neglect us all the time. All the time. I can account for that. I've been doing that all my life. And it looks like I have everything put together for me. But I always put me last. Always. Or I may never even get to me. And it's now that I started to put myself forward. And even when I started to do that, I felt guilty because I'm like, well, what about everybody else? But I can't fill someone else's cup if my cup is not filled first. I'm going to say it again. I cannot fill someone else's cup if my cup is not filled because I won't have anything to pour. I won't have anything to pour into their cups so until my cup is filled. So please understand that. Stop talking negative about yourself. And we'll get to that in a second because I got a lot of words for that one. Comparison detox. Curating your social media feed. Okay. If people on social media that you follow doesn't resonate with the journey that you're on, with the season that you're in, literally delete them, unfollow them. It's okay. If you are true friends with them, you don't have to follow them on social media. It's okay. There are friends that I have not found on social media yet. Am I gonna go looking? No. If it pops up, I might follow them depending on their content. But it's okay. It's another day. Their heart shouldn't be getting heartbroken. People get heartbroken over unfollows, but it's good to get that detox. Or if you are comparing yourself to somebody else all the time, you need to unfollow them. If you're comparing content, if you're comparing beauty, if you're comparing appearances, if you're comparing their lifestyle, please unfollow them. It's not doing you any good. I promise you. But hold on to people that are propelling you, that are pushing you forward, that are telling you that you should look at yourself, that you should choose yourself, that's telling you something that's beneficial for what you need in your season. Those are the circles, those are the people that you should hold on to, especially on social media. Okay? Speaking kindly, I told you we were going to get back to that one. Speaking kindly to yourself, internal glow radiates outward. Internal glow radiates outward. Start speaking nice to yourself. Please start speaking nice to yourself. I'll tell you a little story that actually happened yesterday. um, like I told you guys before, I'm a sped teacher by day. And so we were in a meeting called PLC, right? It's basically for the subject, or in this case, it's the grade level, um, to share ideas, to share where you're currently at, share your numbers, etc., yada yada yada, right? So during PLC, the team was sharing their numbers for the something that's called MAP testing that they do in Texas, right? For elementary. Now, for all grade levels, but I'm in elementary. So the last person went, and before he went, after like every presentation, he just kept talking negatively about himself, like mine is not anything like yours. Yours is so good. Oh my goodness, da da da. Then he starts to take it inward, like, oh my goodness, like I don't think I should share mine. I don't think mine is good. This, that, and the third. And I just knowing me, I'm like, I'm not the type of person that accepts when people talk negative about themselves because ain't nobody else saying it towards you. I can understand if somebody is saying about you and towards you in your face at that moment. However, you are saying that to you and it's not fair to you, right? It's not fair to you. So he gets up there and he starts going over his numbers. His numbers are actually pretty good, right? And and I'm not saying in comparison, I'm saying as far as where it needs to be for him. And so, and I told before he walked up there and started presenting, he was like, "Yeah, mine is not all that great. Not like like theirs is better than mine." And I literally had to stop him in front of everybody. I'm like, "Look, you're the one holding the mirror. You are the one holding the mirror." And what I meant by that is you're the only one that's saying it. Like you're the only one saying something negative to yourself. Stop. It was to the point that it became awkward, like to hear you still babbling about like how you're being negative towards yourself. And then he was like, "Well, I'm not being negative," and I'm like, you know what? That was my time to just not say anything else because when you say something like that, you don't see what I see. You don't hear what you're saying to yourself. At this point, you've been in it for so long, you've been doing it for so long that no matter what anybody says, you don't see it anymore. You've gotten so comfortable doing it. I don't want that to be like you, okay? Stop speaking negative about yourself. If it's negative words, it's negative. If it's not anything positive, nothing, no positive words, baby, it's not positive. It's black and white. Negative words are negative. If it's directed towards you, if you are directing those negative words towards you, it's negative. There's no way around it. However, if you feel differently than what I say, there is something that's going on in your life that you are connected to that's creating that trauma for you to speak negative about yourself. If that is what you are dealing with, please, please, please find help. Okay? Tackle the trauma and find help. Celebrating progress over, oh my God. Okay, we're back. Celebrating progress over perfection. We already said from before in the other episodes that there is no such thing as perfection in a human body. Okay? We cannot be perfect. We don't know what that even looks like, feels like, tastes like. We don't know. Okay? But what we do know is that we know what progression looks like because progression is moving from point A to point B and increasingly getting better. You can see and you can see what that looks like, right? It's a moving, increasing number. You can see what that looks like. You can feel what that looks like. You can feel that, right? So keep in mind that you want to celebrate that. Every small win deserves a celebration. It doesn't have to be this big, elaborate celebration that you need to throw a party and call your friends or whatever. Listen, you can celebrate on your own with yourself. Take yourself out for dinner. Buy a small cupcake. Or don't buy anything at all. Reward yourself with a beautiful evening to yourself. Start celebrating for you and stop with we do so much negative towards ourselves about ourselves that we do this much positive for us. this much celebratory things for us. It's about time that we stop. Mm-mm. It's about time that we stop and start being more intentional about when we celebrate, when we progress in what we love, and literally highlighting that. And not waiting for someone else to view that, to acknowledge that. We are going to start acknowledging that first. Practical blueprint. So here's what I want you to do from this particular episode. Okay. I want you to choose 3 small changes this week. The combination could be what we went over: beauty, the topic with beauty, the topic with lifestyle, and the topic with mindset. For beauty, as an example, excuse me, you're going to commit to washing your face every night. You have not been doing that, congratulations, that can be yours, okay? Or it could be, for beauty, it could be making sure you're doing a lip scrub once a week. If you haven't been scrubbing them lips, ain't nobody want to kiss no chappy lips, baby. Okay, if you are a kisser, you ain't kissing nobody with them doggone lips. Don't play. So make that your goal. Okay, lifestyle. As an example, drink an extra glass of water daily. If you are like, I hate water, then I know that you're not drinking water every day or drinking water at all. Okay, find what works for you. If you love fruit, if you need some sugar, I do not suggest putting sugar in your water. What I do suggest is put some fruit in your water. Okay? Change the way that it tastes so you can at least drink the water. You got to drink it. Love that for you, but you got to drink the water. Okay? Or eat some watermelon, some cucumbers that has high water intake. But however, drink the water while you're at it. Okay? Mindset. Example, replace one negative thought with an affirmation. So you're going to be doing affirmation shopping. Okay. So meaning that you are going to go online, you're going to go on ChatGPT, and you're going to put the affirmations, you're going to search up affirmations that flows with your journey. So that it's more, so it resonates with you more. Okay. These are examples, but you're going to do this week, the rest of this week and into next week. And we're going to make this a lifestyle shift. Yes. Yes, we are. So let's get into the affirmations for tonight. Yes, yes, yes. So, of course, you already know, if you've been in the podcast, listening to all the podcast episodes so far, you know that you're going to get a list of affirmations. Okay. If you are not following me on Instagram, I do share those affirmations in my channel. So the Artist Classroom channel, you'll see the affirmations in there too. And also I post it in my stories. Every small step I take is transforming me. My glow is not only on my skin, it shines from my spirit. I am allowed to improve without pressure to be perfect. I am worthy of the care and attention I give myself. My glow up is happening one choice at a time. Love that. So let's recap. Your glow up doesn't have to be loud or extreme. It can be as simple as choosing habits, products, and thoughts that support your best self every single day. The small things really do add up to a big impact, believe it or not. All right, you guys. So please do those 3 things for beauty, lifestyle, and mindset. Alrighty. Please tag me on Instagram if you do. My Instagram is Brittany Davis Artistry, and it will be in the description box as well. Also, if you are new here, I am a makeup artist, esthetician, and cosmetologist in the Houston and surrounding areas. If you are looking for that sort of thing, if you're looking for beauty services, I do travel. I am a traveling artist and hairstylist. So please hit me up. My information for you to book is in the description box. So Thank you so much for listening to Under the Makeup Podcast Show. I am your host, Brittany D, and I cannot wait to see you next week, Wednesday, God's willing. Next week, Wednesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So don't forget to stay booked, stay blended, and stay bold. Bye. Till next time.